Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hi, Goosty. Hi, Rosie.
Wow, 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 wow.
Wow, wow,
I
wow,
was gonna,
wow.
s- I was
Huh?
gonna say I have underwear in my inventory, but I was like, that's too strange of a thing to just immediately say.
Hmm.
Hey,
Interesting.
it's perfectly fine. You have underwear? Are you wearing your
How about,
underwear, Cat?
how about almost
Chat.
250? How about 250 underwear?
Yeah, we went a little crazy
Exactly.
on the underwear. Well, I went a little crazy on the underwear, I guess.
Hey, you gotta get ready for the winter. Wear layers. That's what they say.
True, true.
We say
Now
this
I'm
is like the
imagining
7th
it.
day of
This is
spring.
bad.
Hmm?
Now I'm imagining it. This is bad.
How's it bad? Hmm?
Not saying anything.
You're just layering for the winter. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, you
You're
gotta
preparing.
stay warm and cozy.
Preparing 3 seasons ahead of time.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome on in, Iris. Thank you for shouting out Rosie. Can we
Thank
shout
you.
out when that shout out's done? Can you shout out Boosty, please?
I have 50 wood. 52
Yay.
wood in your chest.
Thank
Yay.
you, Iris. Nice. Yeah, how are y'all doing?
Beepy.
Mushroom.
Yeah.
Leave the mushy.
Mushroom.
Wait, mushy.
Wait.
It's a baby.
It's a baby.
Baby
What if
mushroom.
I just...
No. Don't do it. Okay.
It's so
Ew.
tempting.
I'm gonna cry if you.
That would be tragic.
Yes, it would. Even I would regret that after. Be like, well, time to restart the day.
Yeah.
Hello, wife.
Wife.
Wife. Love your hubbies and your waifus.
True.
Lightning rod.
Lightning rod.
Hell yeah.
Yippee. Oh, I'm so sleepy today.
Mood. Big mood.
Kitty in my house. Oh, he gave me an algae. Thanks, buddy.
My favorite.
Yum.
Gotta get that protein.
True.
Pig, green bean, golden turnips.
Oh, Kent just
What
mailed me
does
a
yes
bomb.
mean?
Who sent you a bomb?
Kent.
Oh god. That has a lot of implications there.
Hello,
It's a
Matcha.
threat.
This item was collecting dust in the tool shed. I figured you might be able to use it.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, we can, Kent.
Okay, thanks, buddy. I'm just gonna put that away.
We got the underwear. Now we got the bomb. Let's wage war on Lewis.
Yeah. We're coming for you, Lewis.
Diamond.
First it was Clint, now it's Lewis. Who will be next? We do not know. It'll be someone.
Oh!
Oh
Oh no!
What happened?
Oh no!
I was trying to give you a bomb.
What happened?
I don't know.
It exploded. I was trying to give Matcha a bomb and then it exploded.
Bard! It's destroyed! Our bard!
It's fine. Wait, did it get the barn? Oh, we're fine.
Wait.
We're fine.
Okay, good.
We're gonna be set back in money so much.
I would feel so bad.
We're good. We're good.
You may sell the cheese.
Yay.
I already sold the
Okay.
cheese.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I forgot you were there. Sorry.
Fairly
Sorry.
sure you can't
No,
damage
it's okay.
buildings.
It's okay. Don't apologize.
It's fine. Oh wait,
This
Don't
Gizmo, then this Luffy.
don't let new followers know that though. They don't need to know that the buildings don't get destroyed.
oh
Bit.
yeah.
Bit. Would you like an
Bit.
egg?
Oh, sorry.
You are
Sure.
good. Do not apologize. I will smack for every apology.
I feel very apologetic today.
No!
No.
Don't say sorry when you don't need to be sorry. Smack.
Okay, actually, okay. Since you gave me an egg, I have a thing for you.
Ooh. Coffee?
Coffee.
You're gonna regret giving me this.
Yummy.
Probably. Probably.
I'm looking for leeks for George. That's what he wanted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I am upgrading the barn. It
Nice.
is time for pigs.
Yes.
Nice, okay.
Oh,
How
I
much
found
is
a
a
leek.
pig?
I do not know.
Like-
That's a good question.
Let me research it real quick. I have the wiki open.
Hey, Doodle Dude, welcome on in.
Oh, hey, Doodle.
Welcome, welcome.
Hi,
Hope you're doing
Doodle.
well.
Pig.
Oh, you did it, Iris. You're first.
16,000.
That's not bad. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
16,000.
Only 16,000 that we could use for anything else.
Oh, God.
That's a lot of money.
Oh, God. Wait, we have to make a deluxe building first, too.
Yeah, which
Ooh.
takes a few days.
Okay. Can
Why am
I
I
do
in
that?
here?
I can do that. I'll grind.
You got
Let me
this.
do it.
I'll go splunking in the skull cavern
Oh no.
once I unlock this mystery box.
Good
Wait,
luck.
can't I technically give you money? Didn't we realize this? Didn't we?
Yeah, can you
Wasn't it
like transfer money somehow?
Huh?
I feel like I thought we went over this, that like something happened and we were able to transfer money between the people.
I don't know. I do not remember this.
I vaguely remember something like this.
Oh, yeah, it's in Lewis's house.
Oh. Interesting.
So literally I can just go mining too, and then
Yeah,
combine.
I can put some money towards it too.
Okay.
I don't mind. I'm just looking for
Combine.
leeks.
Hi, Emily. You're right at the door.
Oh, Emily jump scare.
Jump scare. Alright, I am off, wife. Wish me luck. I fear I may not live to see the day.
Uh-oh.
For the barn!
What do I want to do?
Wait, heck, I could have brought the barn totem. Heck.
Oh
What?
no.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Crab. Crab.
Crab.
Trying to
Crab.
crab.
Crab. I really want to eat crab.
Get
I want
aquarium.
crab now.
Have pet crab. Wait, do you want to eat the crab?
I want to eat the crab.
No!
Eat the
I
crab.
thought you were saying you wanted them as a pet.
I mean, I would, but like, Red Lobster though.
No!
Crab tasty. True.
Crab
No.
taste. Yeah.
I feel like we talked about this before, but I don't like seafood. I don't know
No?
why, I just don't.
That's fair.
Yeah. I don't remember this conversation, but yeah.
Maybe it was a different one I was talking in then.
Maybe I
No
don't know.
worries.
Please give me a hole. There's a hole.
Oh, wait,
Dang.
you're actually going into the cavern. Okay, I thought you were
Yeah.
meaning like the cave.
No.
Okay. That's fine then, because I'm working on the cave.
Alright.
I'm still looking
So
for
that's fine.
leaks.
You
That's
can do
fair.
it.
I've only
We need
found
leaks, so we're fine.
Yes, we do.
I've only found 2.
It's okay. That means, 7. So we have 5 more to get. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, that should, yeah.
Yeah! I mathed.
Yay!
Yay!
My degree was useful for something. No, there was an amethyst! Ah!
Oof. Amethyst
Why am I
gone.
mining if there's a staircase right there? I am okay.
Mood. Big mood. Ooh. Immunity bond. Yes.
One day, I'm gonna just stop playing Stardew and never have to focus on caves and mining and using energy and then realizing there's a darn ladder.
Vietnam flashbacks to Stardew. You just mentioned about Stardew to Rosie, and she's having
like, oh no.
flashbacks.
I was there.
Only
The
fiddleheads
fucking eel
spawn.
dragons.
Oh god, I hate those things.
Yeah. Especially during multiplayer when they don't, like, bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stop it! Stop! I'm gonna get hit! Thank you. I'm getting grouchy. Stop it!
Oh
Rosie,
no.
no!
I have no food and this is your fault.
Rosie!
I'm not talking to Goose, by the way. Goose is not the problem. I want to clarify that. I'm talking to Matcha's cousin.
Oh no.
Singular cousin that appears over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Got money from that. Oh. I didn't know if you kill some enemies, they just give you straight up gold.
Yeah?
Huh.
Interesting.
That was
Oh.
8.
Bat. My cousin.
Your cousin.
Hey
Jeffrey.
cousin, let's go bowling.
Cousin Jeffrey.
Shout out to the one person
Also-
in chat who gets that. Hey, Iris gets it.
Also, I was chopping a tree earlier and I got an orange sapling. Where should I put it?
Oh.
Mm.
I have no
have
idea.
2 fruit trees growing next to my house.
Okay. Well, okay, time to put it there now.
For now. I'm glad the update made it to where like you can move it and still get the sapling. That's still something I'm very thankful for.
Did I chop your tree by accident?
Did you?
I don't know.
Did you get a fruit sapling out of it?
What fruit did you have?
I think it was pomegranate.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
No!
Was there another tree?
All the growing was for naught.
No.
Wait. Maybe that's the other one. Oh wait. Actually, never mind. I thought I was trying to look for two grown-up trees, but there's only baby tree, and actual tree.
Is the pomegranate safe?
If we're talking about the same tree, yeah.
My Discord doesn't even pick up my yips.
Yeah, literally, I just heard
It's just-
beep.
Yeah. That was really good.
And now all I hear is beep.
E. 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 E.
E.
E.
E. E. I was getting into it. E.
Oh yeah, by the way, I have 3 coconuts for you, Rosie.
Whoa, Haley likes those.
E.
All we heard was yip, and then we were just like, E.
I know, Discord hates me. I don't know why it does, but it does. One day my yippies will be clear.
It is 1:30 a.m. Go to bed.
I'm trying.
Oh no. Run.
I'm going. Wife. I may end up sleeping on the floor, but that's okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
You got
oh
this.
no.
You got
oh
this.
No.
I did it.
Nice.
Mud.
Oh, I got
Money.
so much money out of that. I have like 5,000 now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Time to give all that money to Goose.
No! Emily gave me a duck feather!
Nice.
Yay!
We have a
She
bunch
ate that.
of
Feather. Yes, yes, yes.
parsnips
I'm
ready.
running. Oh wait, first I gotta milk the moo.
We can finish a bundle.
Was that the last one?
Not the last one, but we finished a bundle if we were to put the thing in there.
Yay! Yippee! Yippee! Yippee!
Yippee. Whoa, Bowdy Dana, welcome on in.
While you're in
Okay.
things. Oh, they're all watered. Never mind.
Okay, I have... There's 5 gold star parsnips in the purple chest.
Ooh!
Oh, that's good. Okay.
I can take it over
We
there.
need that too.
Okay,
Yeah.
we
Here I
dancing.
go.
We did it. What's our gold thing? Oh, we just need one more crop in the quality crop bundle except for the turnips, and then that's it. Yee! So we need
We're
melon
almost-
or pumpkin.
We're almost done.
We're almost done!
We got this.
Mhm.
Come here, little Jumino.
Y'all are going crazy with the redeems.
Too much power.
Yeah, apparently.
What would we get out of it? The bundle, I mean.
We got a seed maker.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, yay.
¿Quieres?
I will
Also,
hydrate. Thank you.
I have no idea what we're going to do for the, to plant in their spot right now, so I'm just planting flower seeds, honestly.
Good.
Okay. Oh, I have some random seeds that we can plant. Some mixed
Are they in the
seeds.
chest?
Oh.
I just grabbed them.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to plant them over here?
Yeah. Because we don't need anything right now.
Okay.
These spots are watered, right? It looks like they are, but...
Yeah, the sprinklers went off.
Oh, right. I forgot we have sprinklers, even though it's literally right there. How cool is it to have an upgraded hoe? All I have is just...
It's so nice. Okay, those need to be watered. I don't have my watering can on me though.
It's fine, I have it. I got it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Mhm.
Ooh, nice.
Reward.
Yay!
Where did all
Reward.
these rewards come from?
Oh my
I
god.
have not been here forever. Holy shit.
Oh no.
Well, the good news is we have another dinosaur bottom.
Dinosaur.
Dino.
My brain went to immediate just bottom.
Oh no.
Bottom.
Bottom.
Bottom. Human centipede. More like dinosaur centipede.
No.
Am I right?
Oh god. I mean, yeah.
Are the Are you having Vietnam flashbacks now?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
These
what just sounds like they're just...
Yeah, you saying human centipede gave me flashbacks.
I'm sorry, Matcha.
It's okay.
Thank you. You tried to impale me?
Yep.
Thanks.
You
You good?
My dad tried to impale me with a fork.
Oh no.
I have
Okay.
2 carrots.
Carrots?
Carrots. I don't have my
Carrots.
watering can though.
I got it.
Thank you. Then...
Average goosey behavior? What does that mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about, Doodle Dude? Maybe you're the first one that needs to be shipped to the marshmallow factory.
The what?
The marshmallow
Yeah.
factory.
Oh no.
What do you think of that? Awesome. Yes, it can! You're sticky. Duct tape is sticky.
Butterfly. That's it. That's all I want to comment on.
Why are there no leaks on this entire map?
I know, it's such freaking bad luck.
This is so weird.
Why are there slimes on the first level?
What money do you have? Just so I know.
I have 4,465.
Well,
Oi! Oi!
Oh, nice.
Use the money for yourself. Oh god, the eel.
Oh no.
Ah, this is such a bad combo. I thought the spirits were neutral today.
Not neutral
Eel.
enough, apparently.
Ah,
eel.
eel. Ow.
You need eel. Does eel appear when it rains?
What?
I have no idea.
Eel.
Oh, regular eels.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were meaning like the the dragon eels. Oh god, they're coming.
Oh, no. I need an eel for a quest now because, Shane, yeah.
What does Shane need an eel for?
I don't know.
Yummy
Gosh dang it,
eel.
Shane.
Shane wants to pickle the eel. That's it.
A pickle eel.
I'm not sure about
Funniest shit
that.
you've ever seen.
Oh no.
Pickle eel.
He turned himself into an eel.
Yes, Iris. Please duct tape the mouth shut. That will stop them. Why do you even have teeth? You're a marshmallow.
That's horrifying. Marshmallow with teeth.
Oh, believe me. Have you ever heard of these plushy doll things called Fuglies?
Yeah.
I hate it.
They're so creepy.
And that's what I imagine.
Snow.
Ha-
Leak! Leak, 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 leak.
Wait, have you heard of it, Rosie?
Wait. No.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
do I have a surprise for you?
A worm.
Thanks. I would love to see it. Sarcastically.
I'll show you the
Prepare
ones
yourself.
that I hate the most.
Oh
Worm.
no. Oh no.
Here you go.
Why did you show me this?
You wanted to know.
Ew.
That's not even the worst one either. There's other ones like this one.
Oh, that's me.
No, matcha!
It's a
They got
bat.
matcha.
Chad, it's a
matcha
bat with human
teeth.
teeth.
You.
They got matcha.
It's
No.
horrifying.
I don't want to eat anymore.
No.
Now all I see when I go to sleep at night is just matcha with human teeth.
No.
Smiling.
I don't even know if that's a smile. They
It's
look like
like-
they're in
goodness.
pain.
That's like
Yeah.
that's how I feel like I look when someone takes a picture of me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Smile for the
I
camera,
got
and then you
shirt.
just go,
Yeah.
Especially for photos you don't want to be in.
oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. School photos.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a shirt. I don't know if I like it though. Guess I'm keeping it.
How many leaks must we get now? Let's see.
I didn't find any today.
I found one.
Oh nice.
Yay!
Need 4 more. Dandelion.
Big
A
family
daffodil.
wedding photos. Oof. That sounds like a
Yeah.
nightmare, Iris.
Mm-hmm. Every time my family meets up, there always needs to be a picture, no matter what.
Oh,
Mm.
And I hate it.
that's the worst.
Or like Christmas pictures of like them taking pictures of you when you open gifts or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that's so
I
uncomfortable.
just like, yeah. It's like, thank you. I appreciate the picture, but please ask next time.
Yeah.
I don't really meet up with my family during like Christmas to open stuff anymore, but like whenever it happened back then, I was like, I just want to go home.
Yeah.
Please.
real.
Especially if it's like the day of Christmas. You open the gifts, and then the family's like, okay, we're gonna meet up at 12 at this other person's house.
It's interesting hearing how everyone like celebrates Christmas differently.
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
I wish my parents could stay up until 12. No.
Yeah.
Fucking mood. Mood.
I get so eepy. Like right now,
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Oh.
That's okay. It's just been a weird day.
Mm-hmm.
Hat, hat.
Oh, thank you. Getting old just saps your energy. Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
I was literally thinking the other day that it's almost October. I'm gonna be 24 soon. And I
Oh,
feel so fucking old.
man.
Mm.
Man.
Sorry. I just realized February is really coming up, and I'm like, my age is turning like a number that like changes the front number.
You guys
And
are
I'm like, mm.
you guys are so small.
I wish I felt small.
Yeah, I
It
feel
literally,
that.
it literally feels like I would. It keeps feeling like I'm just 19 still, but I'm
Yeah.
20 freaking 3.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like, what do you mean I didn't graduate like 2 years ago?
Exactly.
Like high school. Like, what's up with that?
I'm still in college in my mind.
Rude.
I'm coping.
You went to college at like 20 something?
No, I went to college at 17.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Technically 17 because I didn't turn 18 until like middle of the fall term.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I went after I graduated high school. I took a year off and I worked, and then I went off to university.
Man, taking a year off
yeah.
sounds so nice.
It was great. I highly recommend.
Yeah. And then I'm over here just being like, I somehow have a teacher's job
Hell yeah.
at my age, which is really, really strange and weird,
I think it's cool.
but
Honestly,
it pays well.
That's good.
yeah. Honestly, a teaching job doesn't sound bad, depending on like who you're working with.
Yeah.
hmm
I keep hoping one day mayhaps I can do the same. Cause like I taught. Oh shit, the barn is big.
Oh yay.
Big.
Big barn.
Dano
Shit.
says there's a big thing that happened 4 years ago that made many people feel like they should be younger than they are.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
true.
Probably one day, honestly. Yeah, I did the cow.
I wanted to see how big the barn was, honestly.
Yeah, it's
Ooh,
very,
yeah.
very big.
Let me come take a
Yeah.
peek.
It's like empty space,
Ooh.
and then there's just like a cow in the middle.
Poor Michelle. Is it Michelle?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She needs a friend. We need to get a goat.
We'll get there. Oh, Goosey,
One
do you
day.
need money for a
No, I don't. But I am saving up for the next barn.
Okay.
How much is the next barn again? Where are you?
Let me
25,000.
okay.
That's gonna take a
Going
minute.
to the cave.
Hey.
Nice.
Yay.
Oh yeah, I said the spirits are mad with me today, so I cannot go.
Oh
Ah.
I'm going regardless. Spirits don't control me.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
keep
in.
forgetting. Oh,
Let
sorry,
me
go
in.
ahead.
Oh, I was just yelling at Marnie to let me in.
Oh.
Let me in. Let me in.
Do you want me to buy a goat? I can afford a goat.
You can if you want to.
I'm gonna buy a goat.
Animal friend.
Yay!
Haley friend.
What should we name the goat? Should I rank
Barbara.
Barbara? That's a good one.
Barbara.
Barbara.
Bah.
It's perfect.
Meh. Oh, these are mixed
Oop.
flowers. Why did I think this was bait? We have more flowers now. Or maybe...
Hey.
Actually, I'm gonna save this because we need a poppy sometime.
Yeah, that's fair. And
Nice.
that's the summer thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it feels so hard to believe that, like, happened 4 years ago.
Oh god, I know. The situation.
I
The
never
mood.
recovered.
Mood.
I never emotionally recovered.
Very big mood.
I feel that.
I feel like whenever it happened, I did not get to learn as much as I was wanting to. So,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
now I'm just here. Someone please give Goop job. Please.
Give Goob a job.
Fish. Oh yeah, I forgot we have crab pots. Hello, Elliot.
I'm waiting for Matcha Cousin to eventually arrive.
Uh-oh.
Just silently waiting behind a corner.
Hi,
of-
Matcha Cousin. Hi, Matcha Cousin. Point 2. Part 2.
Cousin Matcha. Welcome. I like to think of the Borat meme now with that.
My wife. That one.
I'm financially responsible. He is not.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Oh.
I thought you were just saying that. I'm like, yeah.
If only
You
I
sure?
was.
It's like, you're sure? You sure about that?
Damn.
I mean, I was gonna make a bad financial decision today. I will be honest.
Oh, no.
I mean, like, bad in terms of bank, but it would be It would make me happy, but it did not happen.
Oh my gosh,
It's
I
probably
didn't tell
for
you
the best.
this.
What?
I didn't tell you this. I got my first Hollow Life merch.
Hey!
Oh,
What'd
hi.
you get? Hi.
Rubber duck.
Which rubber duck?
Kiara rubber duck.
Ah, looky. I got Bettles. There's 2 of them.
Nice.
I forgot that Hollow Stars existed.
Ah! My heart.
Other than Rio, I don't watch Hollow Stars.
That is okay. I understand.
I'm just over here like, okay.
Do not worry,
At
Matcha.
least Matcha knows who Kiara is.
I do know Kiara, yes. Chicken.
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 Chimkin.
Oh my gosh, Luna. I'm so sad.
You mean Aqua?
Luna. Oh yeah, sorry, Aqua. They both look similar.
Yeah. I'm sad about it too.
Aqua.
Have a good lurk, Iris. You take care.
I was literally gonna buy her Friends with You plush as soon as I found out, but then I saw it was sold. I was like, no!
No!
Please
Oh, no.
restock it before she goes!
So sad.
Yeah. I tried to explain to my parents why I was sad, and they're like, okay. They don't understand.
I remember having to try and explain it to my parents what graduation meant in that sense, and they were like,
Mhm.
Isn't that still good? I'm like, I guess,
No!
but it's still sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really funny.
I was like a fucking bawling mess, but I was still having to try to explain what it meant, because they're the
my
kind of
gosh,
parents, they're helicopter parents, they're like, oh, you need to tell me what's wrong. And then I'm here, stuffy nose. trying
This
Aw.
is what happened. This is what happened when Nina graduated. And then now I'm mad about it. Although technically Nina isn't at fault. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't it great when you're like your model is based like technically like inspired off a Niji Sanji member, and then you're like you can't bring it up because everyone's gonna be mad at you.
I know.
I still remember one of them being my Yoshi until something happened. They are no longer my Yoshi.
Oof.
I still don't.
Yeah, okay, I remember.
I still don't fully understand what Oshi means.
Your favorite, like your top favorite.
I have too many.
I know.
You can have multiple top. I think there's some extra name for it. I forget, but
I'm in the same boat
You
as you,
can
Dano. Don't
multiple.
worry.
I like how we talked about this for like 10 minutes. I can talk about this all day
That's okay. I
because I'm sad. I'm like sad, rosy hours.
I
I
feel the pain.
I just don't know corporate VTubers very well.
You are good.
It's okay.
Sometimes it's for the
Diamond.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially not Niji Sanji stuff.
Yeah.
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 Love to hear what the young people are about these days.
Oh.
That's how I feel.
I feel baby now.
This is like me when I was younger thinking, man, I want to be treated like an adult. Here.
Man.
Here I am, still treated as baby.
Yeah.
Uh,
Matcha, stop being old.
No.
Because you're stop being old.
Rosie. Oh.
Rosie, you can't just say that. Old, exactly. Oh my
Both
god.
me and but old. Old.
Old. Old.
Old.
Oh.
My eyes.
F to everyone older than y'all. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Dano.
F to anyone that's older than their teen years.
Exactly. I see like drama about like VTubers being in their 30s and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, it really is just like you need to be 18 or you are considered elderly.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
It's frustrating, honestly, to me, because I do it as a joke, and then people are, like, serious about it, and I'm like...
But there are, like, some people who are serious about it. I'm like, man, you need to go touch some grass.
Yeah, exactly.
Experience life.
Yeah.
People are silly.
We love VTubers of all ages so long as they are 18 and up.
Yes. True. I hadn't seen that. The new emote? Yeah. I think I've had it for a bit. I love it.
New emote?
The arrive emote.
Oh, yeah.
Peter, the yippee is here.
What is that voice? I don't understand.
I tried doing Lois. I can't voice ask for shit.
Peter.
Peter. Peter. Bitch.
It's like feel the emotions.
I actually hurt my throat doing that.
Oh no.
My throat was not at all ready.
Oh. Money.
Hey!
I wish I had that much money in real life.
Mood.
Oh.
Egg press.
Egg press.
Let's go. We need to get a slime building sometime too. We have a lot of shit for slime stuff.
Yeah.
No, I didn't want to do living off the land.
Excuse me.
Gosh dang it, why are the spirits mad at me?
Bean!
I took off my shirt. When did the... No.
What?
Okay, I was looking at
Green
my shirt.
bean!
Oh, green beans.
Okay, if
Goodbye.
I'm
Goodbye,
gonna come
friends.
over to you and show you what it kind of looks like. I found this shirt when I was in the mines. And if I face forward, it kind of looks like I'm just wearing a white bra.
Yeah,
Do you see it?
I do.
Well, no more orange, but
Ooh.
just undershirt. I can't look at it the same way now.
Ooh.
Back to fucking overalls.
Bundle complete. Have a good
This
luck,
doesn't
Doodle
help
Doo.
any. This doesn't help. This doesn't help any. It's just big grow.
What's
Pam.
the item from
It
it?
does literally nothing. Speed
Wait.
grow.
Oh. Oof. Can I milk you? No, you're too young.
There's no point. There's no point in this. Alright. It's like the Gravity Falls thing where it's like, it works literally nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, this is literally useless.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that show.
Have you seen all the stuff going on with it?
With the new book?
Yes,
Yeah, I want it so bad.
I do too. But I also want to know what the fuck is on the site. I keep seeing this one TikTok user saying like, it's been 150 hours since the last update. What the fuck is going on?
There's a website. I knew about the billboard with the phone
Yeah.
number. I called the
Mhm.
the number on the billboard.
Yeah. How was
Did
it?
it let you do anything?
Yeah, it was like a fake like law firm, and it was like, injured? Good. Give me a call here. And it was Bill Cipher. And if you called it, it was just like, call to hear me laugh at your pain. And so you call it, and it's just Bill Cipher laughing really hard.
There was another one that was like, if you're in pain, you call Bill. There's a guy on the phone, and like there's different answers, but if you sit with him for 4 minutes and 40 seconds, he eventually starts saying, I've been stuck in this phone for years. I haven't seen my family. Please kill me.
Oh my god.
It's just like news to me.
That's so
It's
awesome.
amazing.
It's so good.
I need to
man.
rewatch that show.
I need to rewatch it too. I keep seeing compilations, especially like Stan.
Yeah. Back in the day when I used to cosplay at conventions, my friend and I cosplayed as Dipper and Mabel, and we were so cute.
Oh,
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah.
I was ready for you to say Grunkle Stan and Ford. I was.
Oh yes, that would have been awesome.
I had
Go.
it could still happen with it coming back.
Yes.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Freaking
Thursday.
get out of your room.
Oh,
Who you're talking to? Sebastian or Abigail or Haley?
Sam.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it one of the variation schedules?
Yeah.
No.
Well, not variation schedules. That's actually the normal one, but yeah.
Oh.
I'm still looking for some fucking leaks.
I have been trying to. It has been
Get out of your
sucking.
room. Okay, I'll come back. Okay. Leak time until like 1:30 when he decides to finally leave the house and be a normal person. I'm not a normal person.
Mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a sturdy ring. Does anyone want it?
I think I'm okay.
too maxed out.
Okay. I'll try to ask before I accidentally sell it.
All good.
If anyone finds a regular magnet ring, I would like it.
I
That's it.
have one in my chest. You may take it.
Okay. I like really want it because I only have a small one.
Take it.
Oh hi.
I found an immunity
Okay.
band, so I'm using that now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hi.
Oh, hi. I'm trying to get to Sam because Sam doesn't leave his room like ever.
Oh, there he is.
Hi, Sam. Take my gem! Okay, that's it. Okay.
Bye.
I get 75G out of that? Okay.
Only 5G?
75.
Oh,
It's still bad, but like 7.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. Because Sam didn't leave his room, grumble, grumble.
Gosh dang it, Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks,
Oh, hi.
Sam. Why do we keep meeting each other?
I don't know. I'm just looking for leaks.
I need to go to the mines because gold.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh.
Graduation.
No.
Graduation. This is the last stream. Bye, chat.
Yeah, bye everyone. Nah.
I might graduate. I don't know.
No.
No worries, Dano. You take care, friend. Thanks for stopping by.
I can't wait for me to just be like, okay, this is the last stream. Bye.
No. It will never end. We cannot allow it.
Smile.
No. No.
I mean, if you gotta do it, you gotta do it.
Can't say anything but smile.
Oh, thank you for the head pats. Bye. Bye, friend. Oh.
It's like, oh, you doubt my power? Smile.
Oh.
Oh, you
Uh-oh.
doubt me? Smile.
Smile. Oh,
Just sound just. Ah.
is it spring right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna plant some carrots.
Hey. Remember, chat, having carrots help with your eyesight, so put them directly in your eyeballs.
My eyes!
Thank you, Matcha. That makes me feel better. I have terrible eyesight. I got new glasses today.
Oh,
It's
nice.
great.
I really need to get some. It's been 5 years now.
Oh my god, mood.
You're worse than me. I had like 2 years and like my eyesight completely changed.
Mm-hmm. The worst
Yeah.
part is, too, last time I got my eyes done, for some reason, I was, anxious about it. So, I
Mhm.
messed up my results I would say out loud, oh, 1. And then I would be like, no, wait, both of them look similar, but I couldn't go
Yeah,
back.
Uh,
I feel
Yeah.
that.
So now I barely
Okay.
wear my glasses because it hurts.
oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
But when I got my glasses, had my eye exam and stuff like that, you know, like the white board thing that has like the letters on it.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Literally, all I saw was white. There was no
Oh,
black at all. It was
Ooh.
great. They were like, they just stood there and they're just like, yeah, you need new glasses immediately.
Nothing
no.
like eye stigmatism.
Yippee!
Wink.
I feel that. I am blind as a bat.
Oh my gosh, lore.
Yeah,
Ugh.
lore.
That's why Matcha's called is a bat.
Yeah, it's because I can't see.
Pog. Pog.
I finally learned.
The code has been cracked.
Yeah.
Everything makes sense now.
Oh. How long do you guys want to go for today?
Freaking yell at you. Okay, there we go. We're fine.
Oh. Okay.
I was yelling at your cousin.
Oh, good.
Yeah. They didn't want me to leave the floor.
Ah.
I almost died. They're
Oh,
fine
no.
though. Okay. Okay, though. Okay. Time.
I'm feeling really sleepy.
Okay.
Hey.
Do you want to do one more day then?
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay.
Is that good with you guys?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sounds good.
I'm just gonna go in your house and be like, hey, do you want a red kaboom?
Kaboom. Yes, Rico. Kaboom.
I call bombs in my stream kabooms because I'm so scared that I'm gonna get demonetized or something.
Oh.
Or get banned because I said really sensitive word or something.
Can I do
Oh,
that?
I can't sell the ring. Well, I
Oh,
guess
what-
you go in there.
What was your question, Matcha?
Can they ban you for saying bomb?
I have no idea. I just do it because I want to not take the chance.
Fair enough.
I'm pretty sure you can't. I mean, the other day, I had a pretty sus title. So if I can still exist from that, you will be fine.
Was it the Towers title?
Yes, it was.
I saw
Oh no.
that.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
I was gonna say the Pentagon instead, but my friends were like, Since it's tricky towers, you need to lean more towards the towers.
Oh
Is
my
it okay?
God. That's so funny.
And I'm still here, baby. You can't get rid of the goose.
Look me up Goose right now.
No. Mass report my channel.
No. Goose is cancelled.
No.
Oh, you played the extra date.
Only 1,000. Come on.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize everyone went to sleep.
No worries.
Please let luck be on my side today. Bookseller.
Bookseller.
Gosh dang it. They hate me.
What?
Oh, tomorrow's the Egg Festival. Oh no.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Kent sent me a battery. Why does he keep mailing me things? I think he's like mailing me things that I can use to make a bomb.
He said
Do
he
you
likes.
want a bomb?
He said he thought it was pretty cool last time you and Rosie went to bomb his house. He wants it to happen again.
Oh no.
You know, insurance. Running low on money.
True.
They don't need
Insurance
to know.
scam. Yay.
They don't need to know. This is just between him and you two. Let me free you, Michelle.
I feel so rewarded in life. I got 2 carrots.
Hey! My gosh, you all eat hay so freaking fast.
They really do.
Mm-hmm. Egg.
Egg.
Start speaking in Japanese.
Oh yeah.
I wish I could speak Japanese.
I know a little bit. Like, I doubt my capabilities. And like constructing sandwiches. Sentences.
Yeah.
Both.
I only know a few words because of people I watch speaking them sometimes. Like, I'll remember this. And of course, it's the moment I'm trying to remember a word that I cannot remember.
Yeah.
It's like konnichiwa. I know that word.
Yeah.
I'm so much
Radish
better at
salad.
Spanish. I'm so much better at Spanish.
I keep hearing the honking.
What?
Egg.
I'm harassing Goosty.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sounds about right.
No. You really are one of my Molos. Gosh dang it. Ooh, a mushroom. 2 mushrooms. Ooh. 3
Oh,
mushrooms.
Floor macaroon. No, aquamarine. I want macaroons now. Macaroons, something like that.
I've never had them.
You should try one.
I'm interested.
They're so good.
I used to get one from this one shop a couple years back, but it's been forever since I got it. It was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
There was like a galaxy themed one,
Ooh,
and it had chocolate in it.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was really good.
that sounds really good.
Fancy.
Mhm. If I remember after this, I'll try to find it and send you the link for it.
Okay.
Though I don't know how international shippings are like, or like where it's located.
Oh yeah.
Gonna
That's
bring
okay.
it all the way to Canada.
Shipping to Canada, it sucks real bad.
Yeah,
Oh well.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Don't you love it when a rubber duck costs the same amount as the shipping?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
oof.
that's why whenever like different merch comes out, I try to wait until like the last day of the one I want most. Whenever it's about to end, and then I just get everything together.
Yeah.
That's
Make
fair.
it. It may be more, but at least it won't cost a heck of a lot for shipping,
Yeah.
or feel like it's not worth it.
Welcome back, Doodle Dude. Hope you're doing well.
I just really wanted a rubber duck, okay?
I do not blame you.
It looks so cute.
Does Goose know what it looks like?
The Kiara one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know what it looks like. I was
It's so
tempted
cute.
to get it, but I was like, I already got the battle one. And also, my mother is then going to start thinking I am also going to collect rubber ducks.
Yeah. I would do that. Honestly, I already have a rubber duck, so I'm just collecting them now.
You gotta
Hell
get him
yeah.
a friend. You gotta get him a friend.
Yeah, little buddy.
Yeah.
And then you get a third one, because, you know, they might get a little bit sick of each other. They need a third person to talk to them.
I can't wait until I have to explain this to my dad, who doesn't understand Hololive at all. I'm just like, look, I have a rubber duck, but they needed a friend. So-
Yes. One day he'll understand.
Yeah. He'll be a fan one day.
He'll start collecting rubber ducks too.
Yeah.
I'm not telling him about the shipping. There is no way. I told my mom, and she was like, do not tell him about the shipping.
Oh yeah, I remember having to tell my mom one time for shipping, and she was like, "What the absolute fuck? You spent that much just for this little thing?" And
Yeah.
then I try not to tell her anymore.
Yeah.
Where is it coming from?
Japan.
Japan.
Yeah, that would do it. Expensive.
The thing is too, she has like the informed email things whenever mail is like planning to come in.
Okay.
And sometimes she'll see things that like she knows it's not from her, so she'll be like, hey Goosey, what did you order? I'm like,
Don't worry about it.
exactly. You don't need to know. I don't want to hear the nags, please. I know I'm not spending my money for good. Let me be happy.
I
Oh,
can't
man.
wait until a goose gets like a body pillow or something, and you have to explain it to your mom.
Joke's on you.
Oh no! Oh no!
And then
No!
they bought me like the actual pillow for Christmas one year because it was just the cover.
Oh my god. I love that.
At least your parents are supportive.
Yes.
True.
They just try to pretend it's a regular pillow, and I do not blame them.
Yeah.
I need to get a body pillow.
Do it. It's so nice.
Yeah, they look so comfy.
They are. Make sure though, like whether it's a case or the actual pillow. I didn't know mine was just a case.
Oh.
So you just had the thing just like sitting around in your closet for like a year.
Yes. I mean, like, eventually I got a body pillow in a sense, but it was half the size of the case, so I just put it in there for the time being, just so I could use the case.
That's fair.
Does this surprise
Mother
you?
Simulator.
What?
Okay, I have a playlist with other people's streams, but I just like listen to the background. So I did a Mother Simulator stream, okay?
Oh god. Rosie, I'm starting to question you. I don't think you're as innocent as I thought you were.
No. No. I'm surprised so many people are like, you're so innocent. I'm not. This is your only warning chat. Rosie is not.
Oh,
Rosie
no.
is not pure.
Rosie's a little bit feral.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the feral dog gif, but with Rosie's head on it.
Yeah.
Mother simulator.
Oh, God.
Do you want it?
No. No, I don't want it. I'm hoping I will never have to experience something like that.
How about a nice ASMR?
I don't know if I trust that.
Oh no.
I watch so many corporate VTubers.
I do too.
And even small corporate VTubers.
Yee. Any luck on the leaks?
Oh.
I got one today, I think.
Oh God, George, please. We have
We
17.
still have 17 days. We're fine.
I know, but like normally this quest is able to be completed so fast, but the leak spawnage is not good.
Yeah,
The
it's so
spawnage
bad.
was terrible.
What did we do to deserve this, concerned ape? What did
Yeah.
we do to deserve this? Was it cause the underwear?
Yeah, it's because I hacked in the underwear. Oh no, the bat.
Mm.
You gotta understand, concerned ape. We needed the undies.
Is very important. How would we play the game without the underwear?
Exactly. Now we just need to hack into it to where we can wear it on our heads.
Yes.
Like the Patrick.
Yes,
Like the one episode.
exactly.
I need to get
We're
out of this mine.
Run, Macho, run.
I don't know where the exit. Oh, it's right here. Oh no, the bats.
The
Okay.
cousins are coming.
Yeah.
I went to go look at your sign really quick, Rosie, and I just see Mr. Key Quest, pig, green bean, golden turnips, yes, in all caps. Yes.
Yes.
I would like to tell everyone I got like. Did we get the pig?
No, I got a goat.
Oh yeah, we need the
We
deluxe
got-
card still.
We accomplished none of that.
We got the green
Yeah,
bean
Yeah, we got the big barn. We just need the deluxe barn now.
and the green bean.
Yee.
We got one thing done.
Sorry.
One thing is better than nothing.
My wife just scared the shit out of me.
No.
All right, you guys want to call it here?
Yee.
Yeah. Okay.
4,000.
Sounds
No
good.
eggs today.
I
No
am
eggs.
racing to get to matcha before they close
Oh.
the server.
Okay, I'll leave it open.
Please don't. I want to have a race.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
That's it.
Okay. Hi. Oh no, I just closed my Stardew and that scary bat is looking at me.
No.
Oh god, what a jump scare. Oh my gosh.
Good. Good.
Oh my god. Oh, I will stretch, thank you. Oh, well that was fun. Thank you
Where
guys.
is the water break? Where is it?
Oh,
Where's the what?
it's
Where is water?
the
Where is
hydrate.
water?
Wawa.
Got it! We found it!
¿Quieres?
Yippee!
I will hydrate. Thank
Yay!
you.
Hydrate forever.
Also, I like how your alert is just literally just want question mark.
Yeah.
What?
I'm dancing.
All
All right. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for playing tonight. I had a lot of fun.
Yay!
Do you
I was a
guys?
little sus on stream. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Do you guys want to stay here while I look for someone to raid, or do you want to head out?
I'm waiting for Goose to answer.
I was waiting
More-
for you to answer.
I mean,
Either
I'm
is
fine.
fine.
I'm fine being here. I am
Okay.
sitting here. I am vibing here.
I shall sit here as well.
Okay. Sounds good. You know what? Let's raid. Hmm. No, okay. I was gonna raid an animal channel, but there's like nothing there. So we're gonna go raid a different animal channel.
I'm still looking at the plushies with teeth, and I'm like,
No, Rosie, no!
Okay. Perfect. But yeah, we won't do a raid message today because we don't want to scare the ducks. I don't know.
Not the
The duckies.
Duck.
Yeah, we're gonna go see some duckies. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Thank you, Goosty and Rosie, for the great Stardew session. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you for hanging out. I will be back on Friday for some art. And let me shout out Rosie and Goosty real quick. If I can spell their usernames.
hiss.
Bark. Bark.
Spirit City.
There we
Lo-fi
go.
session.
Okay.
I like how both channels are like completely different genres.
Yeah. All right. Well, see y'all later. Have a great day. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.